The purpose of this video is to legitimize people's experiences of gang stalking or group stalking. And when I was sharing with you in my last video, Ho'oponopono over gang stalking, when I first heard of the term in it was around 2019, maybe 2018, because I started following someone on YouTube and the person either called in or wrote in a chat that they're being harassed. I'm like, okay, you are not stable. And so, unfortunately, people may think that these people are unstable because a lot of times they're pushed to their breaking point, and sometimes they've snapped. I've heard of people snapping and having to deal with the consequences of that. So I just wanted to give this video or give this topic some consideration and do a public service announcement that this could be real in some people's cases. And Wikipedia, it kind of goes away from legitimizing gang stalking or group stalking, but I'm just going to share this article with you because it does happen. So eBay pays, this is the title, and I will link the article in the description box. eBay pays $3 million to settle 2019 gang stalking charge that involved its former CEO. And Devin Winnick, a former president and chief executive officer of eBay Inc., was never prosecuted for his role in the harassment campaign. And this is from 2019, and this is a picture of Devin. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce names. It's just that I'm not familiar with the names, nothing personal. Okay, online retailer eBay Inc., eBay, a company that makes billions of dollars a year and is one of the most recognizable brand names in the country, has agreed to pay a $3 million fine for a personal vendetta some of the company's former executives and employees waged against a Massachusetts couple that had been critical of the company. The U.S. Department of Justice charged the company with stalking, witness tampering, and obstruction of justice as part of a, quote, harassment and intimidation campaign, close quote. The targeted David and Ina Steiner, two private citizens who deemed to criticize the company online, according to the Justice Department. The company also entered into a deferred prosecution agreement that could result in eBay seeing the charges against it dismissed if it complies with certain conditions, the U.S. Attorney's Office in Massachusetts said. So I wonder what would this deferred prosecution agreement entail? Hmm, curious about that. The couple used their spare time to publish E-commerce Bites, a newsletter focused on e-commerce that was often critical of the company's business practices. The small newsletter was such a large thorn in the side of some of the higher ups at eBay, which has a market cap of more than 21 billion dollars that they decided to respond by sending anonymous deliveries to the company's home in an attempt to intimidate them. The deliveries included a book on surviving the death of a spouse, a bloody pig mask, a fetal pig, a funeral wreath, and live insects. The company also sent the couple private messages using stock puppet accounts on Twitter threatening to visit the victim's home. The harassers eventually made good on its threat and sent people to surveil the couple's home and put a GPS tracking device on their car. And this is a quote, eBay engaged in absolutely horrific criminal conduct. The company's employees and contractors involved in this campaign put the victims through pure hell in a petrifying campaign aimed at silencing their reporting and protecting the eBay brand. Close quote. said acting United States Attorney Joshua S. Levy. The company's operatives even made Craigslist posts advertising open sexual encounters at the Steiners' home. While the $3 million fine seems like a slap on the wrist for a company that made $7.4 billion in 2019, some of the former execs and employees involved in the scheme also received slaps on the wrist for the scheme that took place between August 5th and August 23rd, 2019. Former eBay employees go to jail. Stephanie Pop, eBay's former senior manager of global intelligence, was 34 when she was sentenced to a year and a day in 2022 for her role in the gang stalking campaign. Stephanie Stockwell, former manager of the company's Global Intelligence Center, was 28 when she also copped 2 years of probation with 1 year of home confinement for conspiracy to commit cyber stalking and attempting to tamper with a witness. Now, is it just me, or does these quote unquote crimes seem kind of light? The penalty, for me, it seems light, but I don't know what the law is in Massachusetts. James Baugh, the senior director of safety and security for the company, who was 47 at the time, received 57 months in prison, so about 5 years in prison, with a $40,000 fine for being the ringleader of the campaign. Okay, so that's why his is so steep and the other two kind of seems like a slap on the wrist. David Harvell also received 2 years for his role. So it doesn't really go into that much detail with David Harvell, but he had to pay. eBay CEO never prosecuted. Devin Winnig, the CEO of eBay at the time, stepped down in 2019 due to the scandal, but was never prosecuted for any crimes despite the fact that his order to, quote, take her, and her being Ina Steiner, down, close quote, sparked the whole harassment campaign. Wow, so he was really the instigator of the campaign, but I guess because he just spoke the words and didn't do anything, he didn't get any time. I don't know. Winning has denied any knowledge of anything illegal and said that his order referred to using lawful means to take her down, not criminal ones. I laugh because, I wasn't there, but, you know, just hearing that, take her down, take her down. So when you take someone down, um, what are the legal means versus the illegal means? Because it wasn't specified. So I see why he was able to get away, quote unquote, get away. That assertion has been disputed by Ball's attorneys, who told the Associated Press that their client faced relentless pressure from the top echelons of the company, including Winnig, to do something about the newsletter. Winnig has landed on his feet, maintaining the seat on General Motors' board of directors he has held since 2018. The $317,308 he made as a GM director in 2019 made him the fifth highest paid of the company's non-employee directors that year, according to the Detroit Free Press. Meanwhile, eBay has distanced itself from Winnig and the entire incident. The company's conduct in 2019 was wrong and reprehensible, said the company's current CEO, Jamie Iannone. We continue to extend our deepest apologies to the Steiners for what they endured. Since these events occurred, new leaders have joined the company and eBay has strengthened its policies, procedures, controls, and training. Well, that was fascinating. So I just wanted to share the word. I know this happened a long time ago. The article was written last year, and things like this happen. And from what I can tell, usually it's due to retaliation, of some sort, some sort of vendetta. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. Again, I will post this article below, and I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you're at in the world. Talk to you later. Bye.